Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina, and today we are doing kind of a fun video inspired by Emily Noel here on YouTube. I'm sure you follow her. She's incredible. Also, my friend Michelle Wang, she did a video on this morning, or maybe yesterday, and it is the if I lost all my makeup, what would be the first 10 items I would repurchase? So, if heaven forbid something happened to you and your precious makeup collection, what would be the first 10 products that you would repurchase? I thought this was such a fun tag. I mean, you really have to break it down. Some of these items are like choosing between your children, but we made it through. And I got 10. And I didn't hit every single category, but these would be the items that I just really couldn't do without. So I'm gonna take you in order of how I would do my makeup. If you're interested in seeing my 10 picks on what I would repurchase if I lost all my makeup, keep on watching. So I tried to kind of debate on if I would purchase a primer, but honestly, I don't really think that primers are absolutely necessary unless you are very oily and you want something to mattify you, or you just are really, insecure about large pores, which I do have large pores. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I had a fire, I lost everything. I'm gonna be kind of conscious of budget and purpose, right? So I probably wouldn't repurchase a primer right away. So the first item is a foundation or BB cream or CC cream, and for me, I tried to think of something that was versatile, that if I needed a little bit fuller coverage or if I needed a super light coverage, I could do, and that never lets me down. And that for me is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation. I am in shade Macadamia, and I just love it. I think it's such a versatile foundation. You can get a pretty dang full coverage with this, but you can also sheer it out, and it just never looks bad on me. This is also one of those foundations that for me, I can use without a primer. It works super well. Even if I'm dry, this doesn't cling to my dry patches. If I'm oily, it doesn't make me oilier. So no matter what my skin condition would be, for me, this is my go-to favorite foundation. I almost picked the Hourglass Skin Tint because even though it's called a skin tint, it is much more than that. But I feel like this could get me more versatility. Second item is concealer, and I'm sorry to have such a grubby concealer. The name has pretty much, fallen off and everything, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have them in 3 different shades all over my house. I just love this for the under eye because it's really emollient, it's creamy, it hydrates, it doesn't look cakey, it always looks really, really good, and I have them in different shades so I can either conceal little imperfections or I can just use it on my under eyes. Sometimes I like to go, a shade lighter under my eyes, and other times I like to go the same color of my skin. I would repurchase this in several colors. That counts as one though, right? Yeah. And side note, during the Ulta sale, I picked up the Makeup Revolution concealer that everyone's been raving about. And I really, really like it. I like it 17 times better, 17, 20, whatever. I like it 100 times better than the Tarte Shape Tape, but it is similar in coverage, but way more comfortable and hydrating. So this is a good option too, but it has not replaced my Maybelline Fit Me. Okay. Number 3, a powder. I don't actually powder my entire face all that often, only for like a night out, so I could live without powder for the most part, but I do like to set my under eyes, especially in Texas. It's hot as hell. I'm gonna melt my makeup off if I don't set at least under my eyes and on my nose. So my pick is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in Fair, and this is amazing. It's invisible on the skin. It's incredibly light and buttery. It just it looks like that, but once you put it on your skin, it just disappears. You almost don't understand how it does anything, but it does. This powder also, you can build and build and build and build and build, and you will never see it, and you will never get cakey, and it'll never dry out your skin. It is such a magical powder, and it works so well with the Laura Mercier, and even on no makeup days, you can wear this and no one will even know. So if you struggle with like an oily T-zone, this is such a good one. And I actually have these in my purse and in my collection. So I have like 2 of these, and I'm about to purchase another one because this one I'm almost about to hit pan. So great powder, definitely holy grail item, would repurchase right away. Number 4, okay, number 4 was hard because I was trying to think like bronzer, contour, and I wanted everything, okay? So I looked for face palettes. Well, my favorite face palette of all time, which is what I would pick, is the Hourglass Lighting Edit, but it's limited edition. It can't be found. So I would be completely out of luck there. So then I was like, okay, I have a really awesome NARS face palette. I would get that. Nope, also limited edition. Can't get that. There was a really nice Benefit Cheek Parade, I think it was called, or Cheekathon. Nope, that's also completely out of stock because it's limited edition. So I was like, well, dang it, I can't find anything that fits the criteria for what I want, because like you want it to do it all, right? So I started to think, okay, maybe I would go drugstore. Pixie Beauty has some nice items, but I don't like everything in there. And then if it has like great blushes and great highlight, then there's no bronzer, and I didn't want to take up another spot. So I came up with the best idea, which is actually creating your own trio with Makeup Forever powders. I love this Jessie J one. I love the bronzer, highlight, and blush in here. I could use this every day and be completely happy with it. So this would be my pick. If for some reason this is out of stock, which I haven't checked, I would just build my own. And I would probably also get a contour. So is it cheating because it's technically like 3 items? Well, this is 1, but if you build your own, it is like you're buying each item. But we're just gonna say, I mean, man, I can't. If you're gonna get picky like that, then we can't be friends. So just get out of here. Okay. Eyeshadow palette. This was so hard. This was so hard because like I have a huge eyeshadow palette collection, right? And here's my thought with some of these picks is I wouldn't get anything that I had to order online. It has to be something that I could either run to Ulta, run to Sephora, or run to my local Target or grocery store to pick up something and have it right then, right? Because who has time? Like if you lost everything in a fire and you need like makeup to go to work or live your life, no one's gonna wait 2 to 5 days shipping. It's just like not gonna happen. Some of my favorite products that I would repurchase, I'm not counting here because of shipping times. So that said, I started to go through all the eyeshadow palettes. And my first was like, I'm gonna do ColourPop because ColourPop is inexpensive and I could buy like 5 palettes and be set for life. That is true. I probably would do that in a realistic world, but we're only allowed to pick 1. So then I went through my list and I thought, okay, I love Natasha Denona Shadows Sunset Palette for sure. Well, but then I was like, that's so limiting. So I settled on something and you guys are gonna be like, ugh. But honestly, I was a naysayer. I bought it and I ate my words because it's so good. It is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Yes, it's disgusting. Fingerprints all over. But this palette, you guys, is so good. It's incredibly versatile. Every single look that I create with it is gorgeous. I can get blues and purples and pinks and warm and more neutral. There's not a lot of cool tones in here. That is one thing it's missing, but I don't wear cool tones all that much. So for me, this would be my pick. It's also incredibly cheap and now it's at every Ulta. So I could go in there and get it on the same day and I would be happy and I could use this for months and not get tired of it. So this is my go-to palette when I travel, if I'm going somewhere for a long period of time, even though it's kind of big, just because what else would I need? Like, it has everything. Also, I did not include a liner in this video because I can use these deeper shades here as liners. I tend to like a dark brown as my liner, so There is no liner in this video. Mascara. There's a lot of mascaras I do enjoy okay, and my holy grail is Thrive Cosmetics, but again, I would have to wait for shipping. So I'm gonna say, while I'm at Ulta picking up the Morphe palette, I would get the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I believe it's like $3.99. It's really, really good. They also have a waterproof mascara that I really enjoy for my lower lashes. I would spend $5 or $6 and get 2 of these mascaras and be set for like 3 months. This mascara, while it doesn't hold a curl as well as my Thrive, it does add volume and length. It makes my lashes look really, really black, and it doesn't irritate my eyes. I can wear it pretty much every day. I will say, when it's really, really hot out, if I put it on my bottom lash line, it will smudge a little or flake, but for $3.99, I can just powder my lower lash line and call it a day. So, love that. Number 7, brow product. Again, I love my Thrive brow product, so if I could order online, I would do that, but I rather just go into store, and I would pick the Anastasia Brow Wiz Forever and Ever. It is my absolute holy grail. It has been for years. Just never lets me down. I use the shade Chocolate or medium brown, depending on how I'm feeling. For me, this just creates the perfect brow strokes. It's really precise. It has the tiny edge like so. It's pigmented, but not too pigmented. It's a little waxy, so it stays on. It doesn't smudge. It lasts all day, and the spoolie is very, very, very good. It is not as long wearing as the Thrive one, but I love it. Number 8 is a setting spray, and I would just go straight to the drugstore for that, and I would pick up my Milani Make It Last setting spray. First of all, in Texas heat, this works like a charm. It's just as good as Urban Decay All Nighter. It also can be used just like Max Fix Plus in a pinch. It's versatile, hydrating, takes away any cakiness or powderiness, and it's like $8. So that's a no-brainer. 9 is a lip product. And I, was trying to decide, and I thought, I'm gonna do a Huda lip kit because it has a lip liner, a liquid lipstick, and a gloss. I can wear them together, I can wear them separately, I can get lots of looks out of it. But then I wouldn't get to pick this. And this is my most favorite product ever. So this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. I just love this product. I'm a gloss girl through and through. You give me a choice, I'm gonna pick gloss. For me, this is a no-brainer. There's nothing at the drugstore. There is nothing anywhere that compares to this for me as a gloss. I love the Marc Jacob glosses, but for me, this is like the most flattering color on me, and I would 100% not be without it. Nope, I would have to buy it ASAP. So this would be it. And then I have a bonus item because I was trying to think of another product that I couldn't live without, and I came up with a few things, but then I was like, you know what? No. I would repurchase this Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream because I use this under my concealer, and I just love it. It just like awakens everything. It makes concealer easy to apply and blend. It's not necessarily makeup, but it's not really skincare, so I'm gonna say I can use it. I'm gonna say I can use it, and I'd give up other things for it. So I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with this taking the number 10 spot. This is not even touching on like tools and brushes and sponges, because I would repurchase sponges and brushes. Obviously, I would go straight to Wet n Wild, get a Wet n Wild brush pack, and then I would go to Flower Beauty, get their sponge. I would be set for life. And this makes me kind of realize that like I pretty much could lose all my makeup and have 10 to 15 things, and I would totally be happy. And we're just consuming at such a rapid rate. We think we need all this. I collect makeup. It's a sickness. I understand that. You don't need everything that we tell you. You don't need everything from every video that you watch. You could totally live happy with just these things right here. That said, I will buy more. And this was a nice little fun exercise on if I were a minimalist, which I am totally not, what would I do? I hope you enjoyed this quick, fun, easy tag video, and I hope you go and check out Emily Noel's video and also Michelle's, and go check out their must-haves. They are way more eloquent than I am. But hey, I usually ramble like a crazy person, so be proud of me that I didn't. That's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. Alright guys, make sure you like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!